UNA officials tell me that the construction worker was airlifted to a Tennessee hospital after he fell 10 feet from the steel structure. Shane Green is in critical condition tonight after he broke through a second-story window to save his children. Angel Campos Nava is being held without bond at the Russellville City Jail. Officials opened their doors today to give students an inside look at plant operations. The Civil Service Board sent out this letter today stating Greg Ray is to be reinstated as the Chief of Police for the city of Sheffield. It was an emotional day inside the courtroom when family and friends heard testimony of how Keith Barnett was beaten. The family was visibly upset and brought to tears as the jury heard testimony describing what took place. In fact, several family members turned their heads as prosecutors shared a photo of Keith Barnett from the night he was beaten. His face was unrecognizable. Prosecutors say Alfred Johnson and his brother Shannon beat Barnett with a baseball bat and then dumped his body near the Tennessee state line. Shannon Johnson was charged with murder, but he has since pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Johnson's attorneys claim the brothers are not responsible, claiming the witness in the case are unreliable. They also say no DNA evidence was ever found on the brothers or in his truck. Prosecutors will continue to present their case to the jury tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m. In Lauderdale County, Grace Oaks, WAFF 48 News. The Civil Service Board sent out this letter today stating Greg Ray is to be reinstated as the Chief of Police for the city of Sheffield. The letter states the board did not find cause for Ray to be terminated. Ray has been at the center of the debate following his abrupt suspension in October when the mayor filed sanctions against him, claiming he violated the rules and regulations of his office. Ray's attorney, Tony Hughes, said they are pleased with the outcome for the city of Sheffield. Coming up at 5, Chief Ray will join us live to talk about his reinstatement. Live in the Shoals newsroom, Grace Oaks, WAFF 48 News.
I think it's dangerous. I think it's a knee-jerk reaction to a random act that happened at Sandy Hook. And I think, I think time needs to pass before we make rash decisions like this.
Bart Moss understands the need to protect students, yet feels there are better ways to do so.
I don't think a lot of the things that people are trying to do right now are well thought out.
Moss suggests budget cuts across the board would free up necessary funding.
We have the resources available through part-time employees right now. We pay 2 coaches in our county part-time $22,000 a year. So, you take that kind of money away and put it to something that is really needed, like resource officers, then we've got the money there.
I think it's important that somebody be allowed to have some sort of defense here, because we don't have metal detectors and we don't have, some of the other things that some of the big schools have to be able to protect ourselves.
Tracy Fretwell says she supports the bill.
A lot of us have agreed that even using tasers would be, beneficial for us. That way there's not a, life or death situation, because none of us want to be that person who has to really, face that.
As a mother and Franklin County teacher, Tracy sees the importance of sparing no cost to ensure the children's safety.
I know that may be a little, naive, but, we should be able to protect our kids at all costs, whatever it takes.
In Franklin County, Grace Oaks, WAFF 48 News.